In Hope for Humanity news, submitted by Jacob from Seattle.
What's up, Jacob?
What up, Jacob?
Seattle.
A Kenyan science teacher has won the title of Best Teacher in the World.
Kenyan?
Kenyan.
In the world? I didn't even know you get that.
He won the global
I didn't even know that there was an award for the best teacher in the world.
yeah.
I like everything that's been coming out of Kenya. Did you see that one? Why are you gay?
No? What's that?
It's a legit interview where this guy who's like a television reporter was she a lesbian or was she a
I think she's transgender because she
that's
claims
right.
to be a man.
And he was like, the first thing he says, he's like all serious in his suit. Why are you gay?
That's the first thing that comes out of his mouth.
That's investigative reporting.
Why are you gay?
That's just wild.
But it's just a genuine question.
It's very genuine.
He goes, I am not gay, I am a man, so I am straight. He goes, but you are a woman.
Why are you gay? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
So why are you gay?
How do you even answer that?
She couldn't.
She was like, what the fuck? And that's the first question. Like, what?
Damn, what did the rest of the interview sound like?
It was hilarious. And then a pastor came in and he was like, pretty much, he had fruits and vegetables to explain why straight sex is godly and gay sex is ungodly.
Why,
and like,
why did she
Oh my
agree to this interview?
If you have a banana, you can't have another banana put into the other banana. It don't make sense.
Is that what he said?
Some shit
something like that, yeah. But that's why awesome things are coming out of Kenya. Awesome.
Well, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Coming back to life and shit.
And it's some good news.
Remember people coming back to life?
Peter Tabichi, I don't know if I'm saying that right,
The
but
beach?
Go to the beach, eh?
a member of the Franciscan Religious Order won the 2019 Golden Teacher Prize. So Brother Peter has been praised for his achievements in a really deprived school with crowded
Brother
classes.
Peter or Brother Peter? Or Brother Peter?
Brother Peter!
It's a religious order.
Oh, religious.
Yeah.
The religious are already
the
making me
religious
questioning
brother.
things right now.
Especially of the Catholic one.
He gives away 80% of his pay to support his pupils because there's just not enough money in their school
I
system.
would never.
Damn.
He says that
Very
it's
good
not,
teacher, bad businessman.
but he won an award and he got like millions of dollars for it.
$1 million? He got millions of dollars?
Yeah, how much did he get?
Then he
gets
is a good businessman.
36-year-old teacher.
But I bet you he's gonna spend those millions on
the kids.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing.
for the school.
frivolous spending.
Not frivolous spending. So right now,
awesome.
they have teachers. There's a lack of teachers in classrooms for the amount of students they have.
Yeah.
So there's teachers that are supposed to be teaching 40 students. They're teaching 80 students at a time.
That's impossible.
How are you gonna pay attention?
And he really just wants to spread science and like make sure that females are getting an education. So lot of in their like area, a lot of the families don't send their girls to school because they want their girls to get married and start a family and all this stuff. And he's like, no, we need to keep our women in schools and we need them to grow up and like be educated. And he wants to see an Africa that's like thriving and active in the art and the sciences and all of that stuff.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
He saw Black Panther.
He wanted Wakanda forever.
Yeah, he's like, Wakanda can happen here.
Yeah, he says Africa's young people will no longer be held back by low expectations. Africa will produce scientists, engineers, entrepreneurs whose names will one day be famous in every corner of the world. And girls will be a huge part of this story.
This type of news makes me cry.
He's on that Wakanda
Oh,
stuff.
fuck.
We were just talking about this the other day. A lot of people don't know, just because like my best friend, he's Rwandan. Like African culture is actually highly similar to Asian people. Like how they kind of like curate their youth to go for a lot of like highly professional jobs, medical specifically, because there's always an availability for it. Like culturally speaking, like how they raise their kids, it's very, very Asian. Like they beat the fuck out of their kids. They give them negative reinforcement, just like Asian people. It's fucking wild.
Never compliment their kids.
Africans.
They're killing.
Africans,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
they're.
very similar.
I think they're the newest minority group that are like hitting the Ivy Leagues or like high-level colleges in biggest numbers, or something
That's
like
dope.
that.
Just fucking wild, dude.
They're killing the game, man.
Yeah, so and in this area, there's like a lack of internet connection, so he has to go to a cyber cafe to download resources so that he can teach the science lessons. Not unlike JK, where you have to download everything first because the internet's very slow here. But but many of the pupils walk more than 4 miles on bad roads to reach the school. And so he just wants to give them a chance to learn about science and to raise their horizons, like make them believe in themselves and stuff. And he spends a lot of his own money.
I was thinking,
doing
I was
that.
talking with friends one time. I was like, how many good teachers? I went to public school. You guys go to public school?
Yeah.
Yep.
And like, how many
I went to a lot of different schools.
good teachers out of all the teachers you had were actually good teachers? A good teacher. Like,
Not a lot. I had some dumbass teachers.
that's what I'm saying. Like, out of all the fucking teachers that we came up with, like, you get one good one your whole, and it's like 8th grade.
There's a couple of good ones here and there.
Yeah,
it's a
most of them
couple.
are just like tolerating you.
But like 1 or 2, like, really, like, that impacted you.
Yeah. I
Any
had
teachers that
my
impacted you?
I didn't have
I like
that.
Miss Center. My one Miss Centers was a.
They all impacted me in a certain way because I had more parent-teacher conferences than any other student in every class. So I knew all of them on a personal level. My mom had every teacher's telephone number.
That's what
You
you
were
meant,
just
right?
So I'm pretty. So I have all my teachers memorized, and I could tell you like what they liked and what they ate.
They taught me that the school system is full of inefficiencies and stupidity, and the slowest way to teach
super
something
bureaucratic. Yeah, it's horrible.
super stupid.
My math teacher straight up said, go ahead and try to fire me. I'm tenure.
Damn, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I had a math teacher that was pregnant, and one of the students kicked her in the stomach.
What? In Sacramento?
Why?
That bitch
Sacramento's
was
savage.
crazy, dude. She was like, I don't give a fuck. Started getting in her face, and everybody was trying to calm her down. And then she was like in this fucking teacher's face. And by the way, she was the sweetest lady fucking.
The teacher was?
Yes.
Oh.
And then they had to pull her off. And as we were pulling her off, she fucking kicked her in the stomach, dude.
Oh my god.
What a cunt.
Was the baby okay?
Baby was okay. But then I just remember like, she was like getting all loud and all hyped. And we all looked at her like, yo,
Ooh, I
we
would
can't back
murder
you up
some
on that. You
kids.
fucking kicked the pregnant lady, dude.
I would have spaded that little girl.
That's crazy.
I hope that girl got beat later.
And I made fun of my other friend because she had a big crush on him.
She
and I was
would
like,
be
"That's
sterile."
your type, dude. You're fucking type.
She would be sterile.
Did the teacher get any blocking, or just went straight to
Well,
the stomach?
I don't think anybody would have thought anybody would attack her.
Yeah.
Because she's
Yeah.
so fucking sweet.
And pregnant.
Like, she was nice to me, and I was a piece of shit, dude.
Even if it was a mean pregnant lady, I don't
Can't
think I
kick
could.
no pregnant woman in the stomach.
Yeah, dude. Like, she straight up went.
It's hard to be sweet when you're pregnant too.
Yeah, she was like telling her to like, she was gonna beat her ass and stuff. We're like, yo, chill. And then when the kick in the stomach happened, it got a little too real. Because it's just words up into that
Too
point.
much.
2 words, and then all of a
What a
sudden,
piece of shit.
Yeah.
We need to throw that girl away.
Yeah. Cancel her.
I thought she was kind of cute though.
So yeah, he did win a $1 million prize.
That's cool.
Yeah. And,
$1 million, an American or a Kenyan money? A million
in
Kenyan.
American.
That's amazing.
USD.
He's like a king there now.
Yeah.
No, he's
Well,
going-
he's probably gonna put it all back into.
Of course he is, dude. 85%. Dude, even Jesus doesn't ask for 85%, dude.
10% only.
10%. Tithing is 10%, dude.
Yeah. He.
And he's Christian, that means he's only at 5%. Or
He's
Catholic.
a Franciscan friar, a member of the Catholic religious order.
He's a friar.
So does he shave the top of his head?
So he works at a restaurant too?
Oh my god. He doesn't work at a restaurant.
What in the hell?
Oh, an air fryer? Like,
What does he do? Like
No, like a fry, like a yeah.
like
Friar Tuck.
exactly.
Like he has a bowl cut, but at the
Oh,
top.
like friar chuck. Oh, my bad. I'm thinking about something
But
different.
if he's black,
On-
if
Oh,
he's
I was
black,
not.
it's not like Mr. Burns. It doesn't go down. It just poofs to the side like Krusty the Clown.
Why do the friars have that haircut?
Like the bread bowl hair?
Because you're not supposed to get pussy ever.
He doesn't look like that though. He looks. This is.
Hear ye. I don't like pussy. Give me this haircut.
I'll show you a picture.
He better be in a burlap sack. God damn it. That ruined my image of him.
My man's could go to the UFC
I want
right
him
now
to wear
and kick
the
everybody's
the
ass.
fryer out. Yeah.
Why do they still wear
You can
those?
Photoshop it on him.
Priests and stuff, they still wear the old school garments.
I thought he would wear a burlap sack with a rope on his waist.
No, I mean, no.
One of Robin Hood's
Just wears
homies.
normal clothes.
Peter Tabichi.
Yeah.
Tabichi.
He says it's morning in Africa. The skies are clear. The day is young, and there is a blank page waiting to be written. This is Africa's time.
Yo, man, I want this dude to be my dad right now. He'll be
I
even
know.
mad where's the positive fucking reinforcement and shit.
He is
That's the kind of guy that
He's a
should
saint.
be in religion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy you want in religion.
Right.
You know what? Our future kids are so lucky because we don't have stories that we can make our kids feel bad about for like going to school. Because did all your parents tell you about how they
Yeah.
got to school and all that other
How
shit?
they walked so far.
Yeah, we do. Dude, we used to have our to drive our own cars in traffic. You don't even know what
Oh,
driving is
maybe,
anymore.
huh? Maybe. They might have that shit, huh?
Yeah.
Because like my parents always talk about fucking climbing up mountains, having to go to the temple to get water just for their cup ramen and shit.
Ours might even be we had to go to a building. You couldn't just stay at home and do school in your bed.
You know how you guys fly to school? We were on the ground when we went to school.
You think our kids are just to be in school and the computers? They just all sit there for like 3 hours and just like virtual classroom.
Couldn't even teleport.
You were telling me that you don't even want to send your kids to school. We kind of laughed about that, but I kind of thought, like, man, I don't want to either now. Like, because I just don't.
Yeah, but then they become socially awkward. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's other things you can do
to integrate
get them. So yeah, you could get them to there's
Extracurricular.
So you went to
activity.
both, right? Like when you were acting as a kid, you had more like one-on-one. And
I
then
had both. I had like
which
tutors and
one
both.
did you like better, and how were they different?
I like regular school.
Yeah, because
I'm
the students
social.
don't do much.
Doug, I needed to have a girl in each class that I wanted to go see
that
what
makes
they're
sense.
wearing every day.
I would do that too. I would have a crush in each class.
Like, okay, but think about it from a parent's point of view, right? Do you want your kids to fucking be infected by the minds of dumbasses and be like them? Or would you want them to try to challenge themselves and elevate themselves in the world and be around like smarter kids and smarter people?
True, but sooner or later, if their kid's gonna be a dumbass loser, they're destined for it.
That's true.
What if your kid?
There's nothing you can do about it. You're like, you're
What
gonna
if
be
your
a fuck
kid
up.
is the disease?
I'd rather it be a disease in a room full of good
They
good
infect
kids.
all the smart people. And all the smart people get dumb, and like our world crumbles.
What about that, Joe?
Then I'm keeping them home to protect.
to protect you guys from this fucking shit.
You're gonna raise that weird kid that gets around people and is super awkward and fucking.
I already know what your kid's the fucking sticky kid in the group. I don't want your kid around my kid.
Well, I think that it's not like they're gonna be home 24/7. They're still gonna be educated, but it's effective education is what I believe in.
Your kid's gonna be the one standing on top of the fucking water fountain, fucking splashing everyone.
It could be just a brilliant person alone.
I think your kid's gonna be the smart kid, but he's so fucking future, we can't even wrap our head around that shit.
So he seems dumb to us.
Exactly. Like, he's the kid that sees other people
smart.
throw coins into the wishing well, and he's like, stupid, and he goes and he takes all the money out. That's your kid, dude.
He's always soaking wet all the time.
Fucking dumbasses throwing away free money. Fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a kid. You guys are gonna know. Yeah. Yes.
I know, and we don't have it figured out yet, so we don't know anything.
I worry about just him being around like
Idiots?
yeah. I do. 'Cause I'm like,
Idiots?
And you want to put them in public school
I do.
where all the morons are at?
Yeah,
But
I
the
do.
world
so that he could,
are morons, you know?
It
But
is.
sooner or later, there's gonna run into morons.
and he needs to be able to recognize it.
Just a good public school in a good area with good money.
Yeah, because in Santa Barbara, I went to all.
I know they're
ribbon
different
schools.
kind of public schools out there.
You went to all
Not my
women's
public
schools?
school.
No, they were all blue ribbon schools. So California like assigns blue ribbons to like schools that are public, but they're like
Like legit.
good, and those were the schools that in Santa Barbara. So you could go to public schools.